Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're tracing the incredible journey of simple, everyday ingredients as they transform into an absolutely epic crock-pot chili cheese tater tot casserole. You know, this isn't just about throwing things into a pot and hoping for the best. We're going to look at exactly how each element plays a specific, crucial role in building the final masterpiece. So let's map out our itinerary for this culinary journey. We'll be hitting 5 distinct phases. Number 1, the raw elements. 2, the skillet transformation. 3, the slow cooker assembly. 4, the journey through heat. And finally, number 5, the cheesy climax. All right, let's jump right into phase 1, the raw elements, gathering the cast of characters.
Every great journey needs a starting point, right? And ours begins with a seriously robust flavor profile. We're gathering our heavy hitter, 2 pounds of ground beef, along with essential aromatics like a small diced onion and 2 cloves of minced garlic. To really give it that kick, we're bringing in a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and 2 packets of mild chili seasoning. And hey, you can totally use low or no sodium options if you prefer. Then we add in 10.5 ounces of drained diced tomatoes with green chilies, like rotel, 15 ounces of tomato sauce, and some optional sliced green onions.
And then there's the magic number, 28. That's 28 ounces of frozen tater tots. Now, the absolute best part of their journey, they require 0 thawing. I mean, literally none. They go straight from the freezer right into the fray.
Now, pay attention to how the shredded cheddar cheese is strategically divided here, because it's actually super important. We need 2 cups in total, but only half a cup joins the base mixture early on to build up that richness. The remaining 1.5 cups, that is held back and reserved strictly for the grand finale.
Moving right along to phase 2, the skillet transformation, the first trial. So the first real trial for our beef happens right in a large skillet. You're going to brown and crumble those 2 pounds of ground beef until they're fully cooked. But listen, here is a totally non-negotiable step. You absolutely must drain away any of that excess grease. Doing this ensures your final casserole has a rich, clean flavor, rather than, ending up as a greasy, oily mess.
Now, before we leave the skillet behind, you've got a bit of a choice to make. Do you prefer your onions super soft? If you're the kind of person who wants them to just melt in your mouth, go ahead and cook that diced onion right alongside the beef right now. But if you prefer a little bit of crunch left over, just save them for the next step.
Okay, phase 3, the slow cooker assembly, the grand layering. This is where the whole structure really comes together. First, we add the cooked beef and diced onion to a 6-quart slow cooker to form our base. Next, we build the flavor matrix. You'll mix in all those seasonings, the garlic, the tomatoes, the tomato sauce, and that half cup of cheese we talked about earlier. Finally, the capstone. You're going to spread all 28 ounces of those frozen tater tots and a nice, even, protective layer right across the top. Which brings us to phase 4, the journey through heat. The test of time. So you actually have 2 distinct paths for the heat here. You could rush it on high for 2 to 3 hours, but honestly, to truly let that seasoned beef, cheese, and tomato base meld together perfectly, you really want to take the scenic route. It's highly recommended to use low heat for 4 to 5 hours. That slow braise is absolutely where the real magic happens. But wait, a long slow cook creates steam, right? And steam is pretty much the natural enemy of a crispy tater tot. Well, check out this brilliant pro tip to combat that. Literally just put a layer of about 2 to 3 paper towels right under the slow cooker lid. It acts as a shield to trap the moisture, keeping your tater tots from getting soggy on their journey. It's a total game changer. And finally, phase 5, the cheesy climax, the final transformation. All right, this is the big payoff. During the last 15 minutes of cooking, you're going to take that remaining 1.5 cups of cheddar cheese and sprinkle it evenly right on top of the tater tots. Then, just cover it back up until it's completely melted into a blanket of golden perfection. And just like that, the journey is complete. What started as raw ground beef and a bag of frozen potatoes is now a deeply flavorful, layered masterpiece. Serve it warm. And hey, if you want a nice pop of color and a fresh, crisp finish, go ahead and garnish it with those sliced green onions. Looking back at our timeline here, it's pretty cool to see the evolution of this dish. We went from a quick, hot skillet prep taking just a few minutes, settled into a methodical 4 to 5 hour long cook to really build that flavor, and finished with a rapid 15-minute final melt. Seeing the incredible journey these basic components just went through really leaves us with one burning question. What other simple pantry ingredients are sitting in your kitchen right now, just waiting to embark on an epic, slow-cook transformation of their own? Think about it. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy cooking!